Alright, let's get straight into it. I want to try and make this quick as possible. So in Matthew 15 verse 8, it does talk about how these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. So what I realized is half of the time, just because we say something doesn't necessarily mean that we believe it. Just because we post it doesn't necessarily mean that we believe it. I think we have become so complacent and so comfortable in just proving to be a Christian, but we don't even practice what Christians do. That we would rather actually post something to prove, but we don't practice what we're posting. So it's always good to understand and to do an autopsy on who you are before you do anything, because I've realized that just because you post it doesn't necessarily mean that you believe it. Just because you say it doesn't necessarily mean that you are walking in what you say. It always comes from the heart. It's always about what your heart believes in, what you believe in, how you are connecting with God, who you are becoming to, and who you're developing to be, and how you actually view God. I'm gonna touch on a lot of points right now. So I've realized as well that the way you see God determines how you approach God. That if you see God as a big God, you are going to ask Him for big things according to His will. If you see God and perceive God as a person who's small, you are going to realize that that's going to be uncomfortable, because He's not a small God. Don't put God in a box. God can do abundantly and exceedingly all that we can think of or imagine. So it's always good to understand that the way you see God determines how you approach God.